Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. Welcome to the first part of a trilogy of videos discussing the solar system. This is part 1, and this will speak about the Sun and the 4 inner rocky planets. Part 2 will be about what lies beyond the inner planets, which are the outer planets, as well as some other really cool stuff. And part 3 will be about what lies beyond the outer planets. I'm sure many of you know about the solar system, know about the planets. Many of you must have seen the songs about it. But today, I'm going to give you a more of a scientific look, a more of an in-depth look at the solar system. So let's begin. The solar system is our sun, a star in the middle of it, with a collection of other celestial objects surrounding it, orbiting it. Planets, moons, comets, and asteroids. Our sun, according to astronomy, the definition is a medium-sized star. Our sun is so hot, big, and the reason it's so hot is because the gravity in the sun fuses hydrogen and helium to come together and release energy. And this is what makes the sun produce heat and light as we have it here on Earth. The sun also has a gravity that holds the planets in motion instead of the planets dwarfing into empty space. So here you go. That's the sun. It's a yellow star, massive star, really hot, and it manages to keep the planets in orbit. Moving on from the sun, we have Mercury, the closest planet to the sun. It takes 88 days to orbit the sun. It's a small planet. It has really high temperatures at the morning time and really low temperatures at night time. And because Mercury is the closest planet to the sun, it takes 88 days to orbit the sun. Mercury, I don't think it has any moons. It may have a very thin layer of atmosphere, not strong enough, and it is highly unlikely that Mercury contains any life. It's iron, small, close to the sun. Beyond Mercury, we have Venus. Venus is similar to Earth in size, but it spins the other direction much more slowly. Venus is very slow when it comes to orbiting, extremely slow. Venus is the hottest planet in the solar system, but how is Venus hotter if Mercury is closer to the sun? Well, the reason Venus is hotter is because it has a heavy, thick layer of atmosphere of CO2. And that atmosphere of CO2 traps the heat in. So when the sunlight strikes the surface of Venus, the sunlight goes in and stays stuck in there because the CO2 does not permit it to leave. And that's why Venus is very hot. There was a probe that landed to Venus. It survived 2 hours to take pictures of the Venusian surface, but unfortunately it stopped working. I do not think Venus has any life. Third planet is the Earth, the most unique planet in the solar system. It is blue because it has a lot of water, it has a lot of land, and it's the only planet in the entire universe that we know of, as of right now, that supports life. I will speak about alien life later on in the series. Earth has a moon, and what a moon is that it's a celestial object which orbits around its planet. So the moon is an object that orbits the planet. The Earth has a moon, it rotates on its axis, The sun rises, the sun sets, and the moon appears. Now let's talk about the moon. The moon, believe it or not, does not have any light. The only reason the moon appears bright is because the sunlight strikes the surface of the moon, allowing brightness to reach us. The moon has no ocean, no life, don't think it has any atmosphere, and pretty interesting. Beyond the Earth, we have Mars, and Mars is where humanity's greatest curiosity when it comes to exploring a celestial object lies. Humanity has sent machines to Mars to try to explore the Martian surface. Mars has two moons. They're little, they're called Phobos and Deimos. And they sound and those are sound like Greek names. Mars has some of the highest mountains in the solar system. It has really high mountains and it's very cold. Whether or not life exists on Mars is a large mystery. Nobody knows whether or not life really exists on Mars. It's mysterious, but it may exist, it may not exist. We do not know. And Mars is nicknamed the Red Planet because of the iron oxide in its surface. The iron oxide, I think, yeah, the iron oxide in the surface, which causes it to look the way it does. There are rocks, canyons, water, so there's a very strong possibility that there's life on Mars. And a lot of the astronauts want to go to Mars, and hopefully it will happen at some point in the future. But anyways, thank you for watching, and await my series about the outer planets coming up real soon. Thank you.